Hey guys, it's your girl Janelle come back at you with another video, and for this video I wanted to do a 1 month update about my navel piercing, about my inverse piercing when I pierced myself over a month ago, and it's doing relatively well. I ended up re-piercing the bottom hole, so I took the top hole that I already had and tried to straighten it out, so I ended up re-piercing it again since it was really crooked, and I wanted to try and correct my crookedness, even though I'm not a professional and I really wouldn't recommend doing it yourself, and I can't really try to save my life. But anyway, I will show you guys my lower piercing. Quick disclaimer, if you don't like stretch marks or bigger stomachs, then this video isn't for you, but for everyone else who is curious about what my inverse piercing looks like, I will show you guys now. So here it is, and it looks a lot better. So if I come a little bit closer, you can see that it's still red, and it doesn't look as crooked as when I first did it, because like I said, I'm not a professional, and honestly you shouldn't self-pierce yourself, but people aren't going to listen, and you do you. But just be safe about it. Don't take any random needles or anything. Just pierce yourself, because that's horrible and you pose so many infections. I did it because I lack the shelf that you're supposed to get when you get pierced. Like the top, when you get your top navel pierced, you have that shelf naturally, and then on bottom, some people, not everybody, have that shelf. Usually when I went to my piercers, like 4 out of 5 people don't have it, and I'm like, that's very common. I'm like, shit. So I decided to do it myself, and it was very dumb. I tried to straighten it out last week, so it's only been a week since I used the top hole. For example, I used the top hole that I already had, so I tried to straighten up, and so I re-pierced the bottom hole, which means the bottom hole is the fresh wound because I took the needle and I redid it. I tried to straighten it out since it was crooked. It wasn't super crooked, but it was crooked enough to know that you're like, fuck, it's crooked. But like I said, I'm not a professional, and it happens, and I'm human. But anyway, my belly button is healing up nicely. My lower inverse, it's red. The redness actually went away around the 3 weeks in, but so maybe this time, since I redid it, it's probably gonna take, it might even be red for another 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know. It's not infected. There's no pus. It's just red. And after I did, of course, it was sore because I took the needle and I just redid it, and it didn't feel pretty, of course, because like I said, you're taking a needle and you're forcing it through through skin that it's not really supposed to be there. But I really like the piercing, and it's doing relatively well, and I haven't really had any issues. The only time that gave me issues was when I decided to have the bottom ball on bottom and then the smaller ball on top. And when I did that, it was getting caught in stuff and just making it irritated. So I decided to flip it. Big ball on top, little ball on bottom, and I haven't had any issues, especially when it comes to wearing pants. I haven't had any issues. Jeans, haven't had any issues. So I'm just gonna wear it as it is when it comes to big ball on top, the gem on top, and then little one on bottom, and just let it heal that way, only because it's easier for me so far, and I haven't had as much of an issue, and it's doing really well. Like I said, when I had the bigger ball on bottom, like for example, like my top piercing, when I had this ball on bottom, like how it is, it was pulling the piercing down and irritating the hole, so it was swinging back and forth where it had extra skin, and it was open. So I'm like, okay, this is bad. So I decided to take butterfly paper stitches and put it over the bottom. So I have this, and I had like an X. I would have an X by the piercing, if that makes sense, to bring the flesh closer together, so it wouldn't have as much skin. Because I don't know, it kind of say it ripped in a way, but at the same time, it, like, since it was swinging back and forth like this, it was doing this, and it had extra room to flop like that. And of course, it would make sense why it would get so irritated, because it was getting pulled every which way from my pajamas to my blankets to my bed. So I decided, screw it, let's just stop what I'm doing, flip it around, let it cool down, use the butterfly paper stitches, and see what happens. And it has been healing relatively nice. It's never good when the piercing is actually able to swing back and forth, because it irritates the hell out of it, even though it's already irritated because you took a needle and stuck it through. But it was even more so because like my shorts and pants just kept bugging it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna wear anything high rise. I'm just gonna let it be, let it heal, see what's up. And it after it stopped throwing a fit and the paper stitches that did their did their job beautifully. It has been fine. I flipped it upside down like I showed you. So like it's completely flipped upside down. It's still red because I took the needle and pit. Some people when they get their inverse piercing, the redness goes away like that. But for me, it took 3 weeks, and I'm hoping this time around it will be the same way. But I highly doubt it. It's probably gonna take like over a month, like well into September to get the redness to go away, and that's fine with me. It doesn't matter since like fall's coming. I'll be fine. It's not gonna really see the light of day too much, and I was really stupid the first time around. The like don't go swimming sometimes like 2 weeks to a month. I went swimming like not even 3 days after I did it. It's really stupid. The same with things with my nipples. I went swimming like 3 days after I pierced them, but the thing is they never got infected, no flare-ups, no nothing. But everybody's body is different, and how your body handles piercings is different than how my body will handle piercings and all that stuff. So I will show you guys my inverse piercing one more time, and this time up close. And I thank you guys for watching. So here it is one more time. So here it is. And you can tell it's it doesn't look 100%. And my jeans actually injured the area around it. So that's why it got pulled every which way. And it actually cut the skin. And the thing is, I actually ignored it when that happened. But I haven't wore those jeans since. And it won't happen again. I'll make sure of that on my part. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.